Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really adorable little It's a Girl baby wreath for anybody you know that's expecting a little girl. I've used everything from Dollar Tree for this wreath except for the deco mesh itself, but you could use Dollar Tree mesh for this. So if you want to see how I made it, then keep watching.
So for this project, I'm going to be using one of these A Year of First signs from the Dollar Tree. And with that, I'm going to be using one of these metallic markers from the Dollar Tree as well to write on this. I'm also going to be using two of these baby girl ribbons from Dollar Tree. I picked up some of these paper tags that have little rocking horses on them. I have this It's a Girl ribbon. These three little flower ornaments, as they call them. I have some It's a Girl garland, a 14-inch wire wreath form. I have this ribbon from Joann Fabrics, just because it pulls from the color of that not zebra. Is that a zebra? I think that's a zebra up in the corner. They made it look like a giraffe, but it pulls from him, and I just wanted to use that roll up. I'm also going to be using this really beautiful Bright Ideas Accessories decorative mesh. This is from Joann Fabrics. And for this, you're also going to need a glue gun, a pair of scissors, or a rotary cutter, or both. And let's get started. The first thing that I've done to prepare for this wreath is go ahead and fill this out. I put her name up here. I did not include her last name. I just did her first and her middle name. Just because I'm making this and posting it online, I don't want it to be incredibly personal because this is going to one of my colleagues, but I just filled it out with a year first, so first birthday, first smile, tooth, first crawl, first steps, first word, first laugh, first food. They can put the dates. I'm going to include one of those markers for them. So this is all set, and now I can start constructing. I did fail to mention that you're going to need zip ties and pipe cleaners, but I think that that's just a given with making a wreath because you need something to secure everything to. So I'm just taking this whole thing, I bunch it up in my fingers, and I'm going to come to this bar right here, so second horizontal line, and then we're going to come right where the bar crosses, so we have something for our zip tie to hold on to. I'm just going to come right here, and zip tie that down. As you can see, it's not going anywhere now. So I'm going to go around this wreath, and you can make the poofs however big you want to make the poofs, but I'm going to make this so I only have to use one roll of mesh because that is all that I did purchase in these colors. So I'm going to go about that big for the poof. This is that is 10 inches of mesh. And I'm just going to come to the next crossbar and secure it there again with a pipe cleaner, not a pipe cleaner, a zip tie. Secure that up. So there's our first poof. I'm gonna go all around until I make it back to here, cut it off, and then we'll start again. So I finished that whole outer layer, and I ended where I started, right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of chunky right there. The next row we're gonna do, we're going to start right next to where we started. So we started on the second horizontal line, or horizontal bar down. We're going to now go to the third bar down. And instead of going at the crossbar where we started the last time, we're going to go in the middle right here. So our poofs are not all in one clump. And I'm going to do the same thing. Take zip ties and just secure them that way. If I could get the zip tie through. There we go. So just going in the middle, and then I'm gonna gather this up, do another about 10-inch poof, come to the next cross section, there we go, come to the next cross section in the middle of the two, and just zip it again. That way we have poofs in different areas. I'll show you in 1 second. That way it fills in where the other one has divots. So you have these 2 poofs on the outer, and then we're starting our second row with this poof. Then the third row in, we're gonna follow this pattern again. So I'm gonna go around and do that whole thing, the second row and the third row, and then we'll come back. So I've gone ahead and prepped the next step. All I've done is taken 1 roll of that ribbon and cut 9 pieces, 11 inches long, and dovetailed it. I've also taken this garland package that we have and taken the string out. As you can see, it is pink and white striped, and I've gone ahead and cut those up. Those made 7 pieces that are 12 inches long. And I've also taken the remainder of the mesh that we had and cut them just long enough so they will roll up, which is a 6-inch long piece. So again, just long enough so it will roll up. I've also taken full-size pipe cleaners and cut them in half. So now we're gonna prep our next step here. So what I'm gonna do for this is take my bow dabber to hold it. So I've just rolled that 1 piece of mesh, as you saw me do. And I'm gonna take another piece of mesh and roll it the same exact way. Put that on the bow dabber. You don't have to do that, by the way. I just do it so I can show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna take a piece of this ribbon over the top of that. I'm also gonna take another ribbon. So we've got 2 pieces of mesh, 2 pieces of ribbon, and I'm gonna take one of these strings and throw that on there too. Pop this off. So now we have a bundle. I'm going to put the pipe cleaner over the top of the bundle, pull the bundle up. Here's my 2 pipe cleaner tails, and I'm going to twist. So we now have this, and it has a little section to secure. And here is our full wreath right here. And everywhere there is a zip tie divot, like right here, there's a zip tie divot. We're gonna secure on one of these bundles. So I've just flipped it over and secured it. You can see the gold right here. And now we have this on the top of our wreath, and it fills out our little divots that we've made. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 6 of those bunches and do all of the divots all the way around the outside of the wreath. Okay, so progress has been made here. So like I said, I made 24 cuts of mesh, just long enough to make it roll. I also did cut up the second roll of ribbon. So all together, I made 6, 7, 8, 9 bunches with the ribbon. 2 cuts of ribbon each, and those were at, I believe they were 11 inches long. And then I also did just bunches with just mesh. So the outside has 6 bundles with 2 rolls of mesh, 2 cuts of ribbon, and 1 cut of this garland string. The second row in has 3 bundles with 2 cuts of ribbon, 2 rolls of mesh, and then there's also 3 bundles with just 2 rolls of mesh. And I alternated, I don't know if you can see, but here's a bundle with ribbon, here's a bundle without ribbon. So I've only put those ribbon and mesh bundles on the 2 outside rings. The middle ring, we're not going to put anything more on because it's going to be covered by this sign that we're putting on it anyway. So now let's attach this sign. So I've gone ahead and centered this, and all I've done is pull all of my little mesh tube rolls out from underneath it. So it looks full around the edges. And I'm just gonna take this and flip it over and put hot glue all around the outside of this, just all around the perimeter. And really just load it up on there. Okay, and we're gonna flip it back over and just nestle it right back where we had it without burning ourselves. There we go. So that is pretty secure on there now. It's not really gonna go anywhere. Like I said, just pull the rolls out from behind it so it looks fuller around. So there is that. And now we can start placing our decorations.
All right, so I've gone ahead and just hot glued on all of the decorations that I bought. It's just some of these garland parts, and then I used the little tags. I used the whole package of those, and again, just hot glued them on here. I used the little flowers. And like I said, everything got hot glued on except for this little ribbon. I just used the pin that came in the back of it. So there it is. And the last step for this would be to spray it with some sort of weatherproofing. The idea is to hang it in the baby's room itself, but you never know. And this stuff is paper, so you really do want to protect it. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you give this a try and make someone a beautiful gift for their little bundle of joy. So you guys have a great week.